Thank you. Thank you, Jill. No, welcome. Glad you could join us. I don't think I've ever seen this conference centre so full before. How does one open the world's largest conference on the rights, health and well-being of girls and women, Women Deliver 2016? A conference of such significance for people, planet and prosperity. A conference that's focus is perhaps on the world's greatest untapped resource, girls and women. A conference with the mission to be a game changer for girls and women, which in reality means to the benefit of us all, for good. Not an easy task, but a task that I'm proud to call mine. Welcome to the 4th Women Deliver Conference, and welcome to Copenhagen, Denmark. I believe I speak on behalf of Denmark. We are truly honoured to host such an ambitious and action-driven conference. The possibilities of such a gathering of 5,500 experts, activists, politicians, business leaders, youths, members of civil society from 169 countries present are endless. But if harnessed effectively, present a world of opportunities for sustainable development. Women Deliver is all about collecting knowledge and experience from all over the world and creating an open culture of knowledge sharing and challenging us to collaborate on our common goals across all sectors, societies, countries and regions based on the understanding and recognition that only together can we achieve meaningful change for good. Everyone in this room has their own unique story and journey that has brought us here together in Copenhagen. For me, the start of my journey, now 7 years ago, were the words, "When a woman gets pregnant in my country, she has one foot in the grave." Words by Dr. Grace Kandingo, an obstetrician in Chad. At that time, I had no idea, and I was shocked to learn that every minute a woman dies during childbirth or pregnancy. And it saddens me that still today, every year, over 300,000 women die from pregnancy-related causes globally. And over 5 million babies die during birth or within the first weeks of life. And it angers me that 90% of the existing maternal and newborn deaths can be prevented with access to skilled birth attendants. Maternal mortality is just one of the horribly unjust symptoms of inequality and lack of respect of the human rights of girls and women. And whether your journey is about ending child marriage for the 15 million girls who are married before the age of 18, ending violence against women for the 1 in 3 women globally who have experienced physical and/or sexual violence by their intimate partner, ending FGMC for the 3 million girls that are at risk each year, ending the lack of access to comprehensive sexuality education and youth-friendly services, or ending social norms and structural barriers that prevent girls and women access to education, healthcare, political representation, and economic participation. We all share a common conviction that girls and women are the key to building prosperous, sustainable and healthy societies and communities. And the evidence is sound. When we invest in girls and women, society as a whole benefits. Today, more than ever, that conviction is recognised explicitly in the new Sustainable Development Agenda. And our ability to achieve truly transformative change and results across all 17 goals is dependent on the realisation of gender equality and significant progress for girls and women. And we're at a pivotal moment. The vision for the future is established, and as we embark on the implementation of the global goals, we must set the strategy for getting there. I would like to commend Jill Sheffield and Katja Ilsen and the team at Women Deliver for their vision, commitment, hard work and wisdom, but also for their unwavering focus on action. Because only through action do words take meaning. Our task is to take the words of the new agenda that hold such great promise for girls and women and give them meaning in the lives of girls and women all around the world. First of all, we need gatherings like Women Deliver 2016. And it will require strong and authentic leadership from governments and civil society. We need country and local ownership of the agenda, which leads to commitment and to results. Innovative and new solutions at all levels of societies. We need greater demand at country level to build greater innovation and investment. It will require the involvement and investment of the private sector as a key driver of development like never before. The involvement and leadership of youth. By working as one and closing the gender gap, we become more powerful. New and traditional partnerships, untraditional partnerships, across and within all sectors and boundaries. We need to work together like never before. It will require holistic and respectful community-led development programs. Real and sustainable change comes from within. It will require an understanding of what is working and what is not. There's no need to reinvent the wheel. We need and we should look to modify, add value, and scale evidence-based solutions that we know work. And this agenda is not a woman's agenda, but a united agenda for humanity that involves men, women, girls, and boys. It will take continuous and long-term strategies and interventions. And as we see progress and experience success, we must not lean back. As it is here, we are at our most vulnerable. I have been so much looking forward to the start of Women Deliver 2016, and that day is here. Let's build on and accelerate the progress that has already been achieved. Let's look to new horizons. Together, let's deliver for girls to have choice, not chance. And let's agree that less bad is never good enough. Thank you.
Royal Highnesses, Ministers, Excellencies, ladies and gentlemen. Well, welcome to Denmark, welcome to Copenhagen. It is indeed an honor and a privilege to host the 4th Women Deliver Conference. And let me start by thanking 3 strong women for their tireless work and commitment to the world's girls and women. Her Royal Highness, Crown Princess Mary, Jill Sheffield, and Katja Iversen. You make a real change. This week, more than 5,500 actually, world influencers from more than 165 countries are gathered here in Copenhagen to make a change as well, to ensure that the world delivers for women and for girls. That is a joint responsibility. The fight for equal gender opportunities is not just a woman's fight. It is not just a fight for women. It's a fight for all of us, women and men. It is a fight for a better and more prosperous world. Some say that growth and prosperity are the best ways to ensure equal gender opportunities. I actually think it is the other way around. I believe that equal gender opportunities create a path towards growth and prosperity. And I believe Denmark is a proof of just that. Denmark is one of the most educated, wealthiest and just societies in the world. We are even appointed the happiest country on the earth. And it is not simply that our prosperity has resulted in equal gender opportunities, no. Present-day Denmark is, on the contrary, a direct result of women getting equal rights. About 200 years ago, we made schooling for all children, boys and girls, mandatory. About 100 years ago, Danish women gained the right to vote. About 50 years ago, Danish women moved into the labor market in great numbers, gaining economic independence. And they delivered. They went from being vulnerable to being strong. And many other countries are, fortunately, on the same path. Although they still have some way to go, they discover the same truth. Women deliver. Last September, I had the privilege to chair the United Nations Sustainable Development Summit in New York. During the United Nations General Assembly, I also had the pleasure of co-hosting the Global Leaders Meeting on Gender Equality and Women's Empowerment. More than 50 presidents and prime ministers made individual pledges to actions to overcome gender equality gaps. And to me, their participation signals that gender equality and women's rights are no longer a sideshow. Gender equality is increasingly seen as a main driver for sustainable development, economic growth, and increased well-being for all members of the society. So are we proceeding? Yes. Are we proceeding fast enough? No. In a world constantly looking for more resources, it is unbelievable that so many women are still restricted from contributing at their full potential. Women Deliver plays a part in eliminating those restrictions, as thousands of Danes strive to every day. And on Wednesday, you can meet some of them in Tivoli Gardens and get a first-hand impression of how the fight for gender equality plays out here in Denmark. I can assure you, Denmark is on your side. I am on your side. As a husband, as a father of a daughter, as a human being, as Prime Minister of Denmark. I hope this conference will bring new inspiration and energy to the gender debate, not only here in Copenhagen, but all around the world. Women's rights and opportunities are the foundation for a brighter future for mankind. So let us all deliver for good. Once again, thank you to Copenhagen.